Hey guys, Alex Bennett from Agri Drone. In this video, I'm going to show you a walkthrough of your flight settings and kind of what that looks like, what each setting means and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you're going to do, we're on the home screen. We're going to go ahead and select into auto. So this is kind of what you see here. This is our flight screen. So this is what you'll see if the drone's in the air and you're actually flying a mission and stuff. So if I go to the top right-hand corner here, I'm going to hit the setting button. So this very top one here is flight settings. So we're going to go ahead and walk through this. So you'll see this grayed out button here that says turn off. So this button actually turns off the internal battery running to the CPU. So this drone has an internal battery. That way, if you shut down the main battery during battery swaps, refills, stuff like that, it always keeps the brains of the CPU alive for faster boot up times and stuff like that. Okay, the next one over is, it says light. So this actually turns on the front headlights of the J100, turns them on, turns them off. This right here, the next one over says FPV. So this actually turns on and off the FPV. So if you don't want to run it, you can turn it off. If you want to run it, just leave it blue. FPV front. So this is where if the drone is either looking all the way straight down or all the way straight out, if you click that button, that will quick swivel the gimbal to the opposite position. All right, next below this, we have intelligent resumption. So intelligent resumption is basically, this is like your smart planning. So it says intelligent planning of the nearest point to save battery. So, you know, if we end up at the opposite end of the field, the drone comes home, something like that, with this feature on, it will basically reprogram itself and make a suggestion saying, hey, instead of going back clear down to that end of the field, why don't you start here? Basically, once you hit the green button, it automatically replans your routes, and off you go from there. Next one down, you're going to see sport mode. I don't see that this really actually does anything. It's supposed to make the drone more responsive and stuff in manual flight. The drone is still very, very responsive in manual flight without that. So most of you no one will ever have to really worry about that. You see the next one down, remote controller directly connected to drone, and this is grayed out. So if I am running the drone in paired with the SuperLink, for some reason, if my SuperLink dies in the middle of a flight or something like that, or I forgot to charge it, if the SuperLink dies, this right here will actually light up. So by clicking this button, this actually will cancel the signal going to the SuperLink and redirect it back to direct connection from the RC to the drone. Next one down here is your compass calibration. So if you guys ever see, we have a compass error or something like that, and we have to compass calibrate it, this is where we would go from there. Radar display dimension. This actually falls back to the home screen. This is how big the radar icon is on the home screen. It doesn't really change it a whole lot. Either one, all three of them are fine. It doesn't really matter. Just your preference there. Next one here is more flight settings. This is some more advanced settings. This is where we can clear historical faults within the controller. Sometimes if you have a lot of faults, the drone might sometimes lock itself out to put it kind of in a safety mode. So by clearing faults, this will basically erase any historical faults. That way the drone always is keeping the flight fault codes clean. Really, for the most part, we'll never have to use this. Soft restart domain controller. If we're fighting some CPU issues or something like that, this kind of will soft restart the actual CPU. Again, clean up domain logs below it. This is just where you can see CPU data. You can see, how many satellites, if you're running 4G, your pitch, your roll, your yaw, just kind of more advanced data in there. Same way with radar data. And then your pan and tilt altitude data. Below that, you're going to see basically motor stuff. So your throttle, your voltage, your temperature of your motors. You have your motor numbers here that you can see. We have motor 1, 2, 3, 4. It also tells you where that motor location is. And then also it tells you basically loads of that motor and stuff like that. So this one's fairly simple. Most people are going to run this intelligent resumption all the time. Just remember, if you shut down your drone at the end of the day and you're ready to put it away, make sure you always go to this setting. Once you shut down the main battery, this will turn red. We will click on that, confirm it. It'll do a 40-second countdown timer, and then it actually will shut down the CPU. So just make sure you're doing that at the end of every day, or if you're shutting down for a long period of time. If you don't do it, it's not a huge deal. The CPU does have an automatic shutdown timer. So if you shut down the main battery and it has been 10 minutes, it'll actually shut itself down. But yeah, if you ever need to restart the drone or anything like that, make sure you're shutting down the external battery and the internal battery for a full reboot.